I'm on here for about an hour, 30 minutes. Hello, 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 everyone. I thought I'd come on here, do a little live, maybe a 30-minute live if I could talk that long, if nobody comes in. But I thought I'd just pop on here, and I've already done my Bible reading for today, in which Wednesday I may not do a Bible reading, just a FYI. This video is basically about Pituitary Awareness Month. I know a little bit about Pituitary Awareness, pituitary um, tumor cyst, because I have one. They call it a cyst, but yet they call it also, I call it a tumor because they really don't know unless they go in there and see. But I thought I'd jump on here and tell you a little. Sorry about the lighting there. Oh, there, that's better. Um, so tell you a little bit about the pituitary, what I understand it to be. Yeah, I know I should know more. With me being a retired disabled nurse, I should know, but it is what it is. The pituitary, your pituitary, everybody has a pituitary gland. It is basic. Sorry, I'm loading videos um, for this channel. At least I think it might be my last chili recipe, but who knows? I might make chili some more. Anywho, so your pituitary is kind of, it's part of your brain, but it's not part of your brain. It all depends on the place, the Google spot where you go to, whether it's part of the brain or whether it's not. And it also depends on whether or not your doctor considers it a um, part of your brain, part of it not. In some instances, I'm sorry about the moving around. I'm physically holding my phone. It is, your pituitary is back behind, kind of in the middle, sort of, kind of your brain. It's like a little thing that hangs down from your brain. Um, it is your master gland of all your hormones. All of your hormones. It is your gland. That is, it is part of the endocrine system. So if you have a pituitary cyst or gland, you do go see an endocrinologist, which I do have one of those. Like I said, it's your master gland. It's the one that is in charge of every one of your hormones. Some of the symptoms are headaches, which I do have. I had them before. They happen more often. Right now, I have a headache. It's not that bad a one yet. Yesterday, it was really, really bad. But I think I have a little bit of sinus crap going on with the dust, the farmers mowing their hayfields and ragweed, and I mess with tomatoes, cutting my tomatoes down. Anyway, uh, another symptom of a pituitary tumor cyst is that your hormones can be out of whack, and that is part of the causes. Sometimes that's how the doctors find the pituitary cyst tumor. It all depends on what is going on, and if the doctor actually keeps, if you are an advocate for yourself to keep trying to figure out what is going on. Well, why am I feeling this way? Why am I tired all the time? Why do I have headaches? Why, a lot of questions that you need to ask yourself and your doctor. My pituitary cyst, they call it, considered a cyst, but who knows? Like I said, who knows? Um, It was found a couple years ago, well, 3 years ago, in the year 2020. It was found, and that was a total mess. Um, they found it using MRI. Uh, you can't, eye doctors, if you have issues with your eyes, an eye doctor can find it, can see it. That is another symptom. It can press on your optic nerve and make you lose your sight. That is what I'm always afraid of. It pressing on my optic nerve and losing my sight. That is one clear um, symptom of a pituitary tumor. It can press on your optic nerve and make you lose your sight. Your peripheral vision, your vision like that's on your side on both eyes. They do a field eye test sometimes when you do go see your specialist op- ophthalmologist. I can't pronounce it. The specialist eye doctor, not just your eye doctor where you get your glasses. Uh, excuse me. Now I sit up a little bit. Um, but that is just a few things. I was hoping people would come in by now because this is very a lot of times a lot of people go and they keep going to the doctor, keep going to the doctor, and it takes a while before they can find the pituitary because sometimes it mimics other things, and some doctors don't believe there is an issue. You can have the tumor and or cyst, and doctors not find it. Um, when I went to my neurosurgeon, which I do have a neurosurgeon, that is one of the other doctors besides a neurologist, um, that you have having a pituitary cyst tumor. Um, the one I had said I had the tumor cyst. The cyst was there since 2015. That would kind of explain a few things, what was going on at that time, help my health wise. But interesting thing, uh, that neurosurgeon left the area or left that job, and I had to get a new one. And the new one, I guess, read the notes that the doctor had left, the previous neurosurgeon had left. Oh, you've had this since 2020. And I'm like, well, she said I had it since 2015. So I'm like, okay, that don't even make no sense. I think the previous neurosurgeon didn't want to bother with me. So I like, as of right now, I like the new neurosurgeon. Um, and he actually was caring and like, okay, we're not going to wait for 5 years to do another MRI to check this thing up there. Um, we'll check it in 2 years. So I'm okay with 2 years because that's, it's good. 2 years is good. Um, and then he's, well, when you have your field eye test, have them send me those results as well. And I'm like, the previous neurosurgeon never did say that, never did want. I'm sure she got the results, but she never did mention, well, have them send it to me, um, or nothing like that. So other than that, that's just want to let you all know that besides breast cancer awareness, which is bad as well, I've had a friend and a couple of relatives that, at least one, uh, my mother-in-law, she had breast cancer. Um, so that's October is. I know there's a lot of other diseases out there that is awareness month for. I might just do 15 minutes if since nobody's coming in. Um, I'm just rambling on here. But the pituitary tumor cyst, um, messes with your hormones. You can lose your sight. It could break in on your sinuses because you got sinus cavities up there close to your pituitary. When it enlarges, it can mess, like I said, you can not have your monthlies. As a woman, you cannot have your monthlies. It can give you night sweats, like put you in menopause, even though you're not at that age to be menopausal. Um, it can cause all kinds of problems in your body. Um, Other than that, that's the only thing I have. I'm just rambling on. Every once in a while, I see somebody come in and then they leave. So I don't know if you know, this is being out there or not, but that's all I have. Uh, I'm not, I only know about my pituitary. It's non functioning. If it was functioning, then that means my hormone lab test would be completely out of whack and it would be giving me issues, which it still gives me issues. I don't want to say that. I mean, I have my days where I'm just totally exhausted, and I don't know if it's from my other issues or from the pituitary cyst, because a lot of times they say that being tired is not part of the symptom, but in reality it is, along with the headaches, and it can cause headaches. In my case, mine was found because I had a drooping of my face. They first thought it was palsy, but it wasn't palsy because I was able to close my eye, um, which, you know, my neurologist, who follows me for the headaches and for other issues that I have, um, did a specific MRI, and that is when he found it. He called me personally about it, and in 2019, 2020, somewhere in there, um, it was found through a um, MRI that was focusing on the ear canal, and that's when they found it. Like I said, my neurologist, you know, called me personally to tell me about it. So tell me, hey, but she's hard to understand. Um, but he's like, well, you need another MRI. We're gonna do. You're gonna have to go see some more specialists, and we seen something that was a pituitary cyst tumor. And then they said it was unstable, and then I had another one the next year, and well, yeah, I had another one the next year, a MRI, and oh, it's okay, it's fine. So some people have theirs checked more than at least once a year. Mine is right now every 2 years. The neurosurgeon is the one that orders the test, which is crazy that I have a neurosurgeon. I'm just like, a lot of times when they go in to remove it, if your um, pituitary tumor is too big, pressing on your optic nerve, they go in through the nose, or they do a go in through your brain, your skull, somehow. So that's all I have today. I'm rambling. I was hoping somebody would come in and talk with me today, but I guess not. So I will leave it at that, and I guess see y'all later, and everyone have a very blessed day. And I hope you learned something by my rambling about the pituitary. So that is it for today. So see y'all later and have a very blessed day.